Hello everyone, Jason back from for Map of the Month with our Europe map, and we're going to be continuing on video number 2. Okay, so I want to show you what I've done since the last video. I've gone ahead and I've labeled a couple of more countries just to round out Northern Europe. We've got the United Kingdom and Ireland. Okay, so you can go ahead and label those two. I put them in my list on the back. Now remember, you can put this in a separate notebook if you would rather than writing it on the back of the map. You could switch over to a notebook if you'd like, but I find it easy to do it right on the back of the map. And now I've written those two in. Now I've also gone ahead and labeled the capitals of the countries that we've labeled so far. So if you want to start over here in Iceland, you can see that I've labeled Reykjavik, I think is how you say it. And now I'd like you to slowly label the capitals. On this one I put a little leader line pointing to the star. Okay, and remember, you can stop the video at any point and then start it up again. So let me walk you through the capitals, and feel free to stop the video if you'd like. We'll go over to Norway now, and the capital is Oslo, O-S-L-O. Okay, I'll go through each one. You can stop them stop the video after each one if you'd like. Okay, this one is Sweden. The capital is Stockholm. Finland, we have the capital of Helsinki. Okay, I'll just continue. Well, let me jump over to Denmark, because that one I also used the leader line. I had to write it kind of off to the side a little bit. Copenhagen, with a little line to the star. Once again, that's called the leader line. Okay, Estonia, the capital is Tallinn, T-A-L-L-I-N-N. Okay, Latvia would be Riga, R-I-G-A. Lithuania is Vilnius, V-I-L-N-I-U-S. Okay, now, okay, so go ahead and get those capitals in, and you can write them in on the back if you want, like I did, or in your notebook. All right, so let's look at some bodies of water now. I've gone ahead and labeled the Greenland Sea, which is north of Iceland. And you can see I want to show you how I shade the coastline. All you need to do is put a little edging of blue around the coastline. And I'm going to continue to do that, on the map going forward. But sometimes it's better to label things first before you do too much of the shading. So let's go ahead and label some more bodies of water. Okay, right about here we have the Norwegian Sea, right in this area. So I'm going to just Norwegian-C, Norwegian Sea. Okay, we'll work our way down a little bit, and it becomes the North Sea. This is all Atlantic Ocean, but then it becomes the North Sea. I think it would be good to label it. Now, if you really want to get really detailed, I kind of like to label some of these even smaller bays and inlets. So this little, I was wondering, what is this area called? And it's called Skagerrak. I went ahead and labeled it. You can if you want. You don't have to. It's a little bit smaller area between Norway and Denmark. And then you've got Kattegat, K-A-T-T-E-G-A-T. Your teacher may not require you to do such detail, so you can ask your teacher if you want to get that detailed. All right, I can go over to this area over here and label the Irish Sea, right between Ireland and the United Kingdom. Eventually I'll be coloring the blue of the coastline, but I want to get these labeled first. Okay, then we've got the, they call this area the English Channel, right here. I'll go over my spelling in between videos, and I'll probably find some spelling errors, but I think I've got most of these spelled. Whoops, there's a spelling error right there. It's N-N-E-L, one L, two N's, one L. So you might find yourself making some spelling errors. That's why we're using a pencil. Okay, now this little area right here has a name too, between France and United Kingdom. They call it the Strait of Dover. Strait of Dover. So I'm just gonna put a little leader line like that. And write S-T-R-A-I-T of Dover. A strait is a little area of water between two pieces of land. S-T-R-A-I-T. That's spelled correctly. Okay. All right. Let's go over here up into these Nordic countries again. We've got the Baltic Sea. This is the Baltic Sea. Wrote it on a little bit of an angle. And this, when it gets a little further up, it becomes the Gulf, G-U-L-F, of Bothnia, B-O-T-H-N-I-A, Gulf of Bothnia. Okay, so let me look at my list and make sure. Okay, I've done Norwegian Sea, the North Sea, Gulf of Bothnia, Baltic Sea. Oh, the Barents Sea. That would be up a little further up in this area right over here. B-A-R-E-N-T-S-S-E-A. See? Check that off. Then we've got Irish Sea I've done. Oh, right in this little area here. Once again, we're getting into a little bit smaller, but if you want to label this one, it's called the Gulf of Finland. There's a lot of water in and around Europe, so I find it fun to label as much as I can. Maybe a teacher won't require you to get into this great deal, but there's also the little Gulf of Riga right here too. I've gone ahead and labeled that one already. Gulf of Riga, Gulf of Finland, Gulf of Riga. There's just, I was curious what this was called over here, and I've seen the label, the White Sea. That's what it said in my atlas. Okay, so you can go ahead and label that if you'd like. I think I've got all the bodies of water checked off. Now, eventually, I'm gonna try to put those in on my list over here. So, like Norwegian Sea, that maybe I'll put that over by Norway. I'll write Norwegian Sea. That's right around that area. The North Sea, that's kind of over by United Kingdom. So I'll put North Sea down here. Irish Sea, I'll put that under Ireland. So you get the idea. As you write them on the back, put them kind of in the area of the country that they're near. Okay. So what I'm going to do before we do our next video, I'm going to show you maybe a couple of the countries colored in too, if you want to start doing some of the country. But it's always nice to do your labeling before you start coloring too much. Okay, but I'll start to color in a few of these countries. Okay, and then we're going to probably jump to the next region, maybe Eastern Europe. Okay, so good luck with what we've done today, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.